What's up, guys? Welcome back to MMA Today. Today, I just want to react to a few different news topics. First one up I have today is Alexander Volkanovski. He spoke about how Islam's not going to have Khabib in his corner. As you guys are familiar with, Khabib has walked away from all things MMA. He's done coaching or cornering, so he's not going to be here for the UFC Perth card, and he's not going to be here for Islam's fight. So to me personally, I don't think it's that big of a deal for Islam. I think the game plan is still going to be the same regardless if Khabib's in there or not. He's gotten the belt on his own, so we have to give him credit. He has good fight IQ. I don't think it's going to be really that big of a difference. But let's go ahead and hear what Alex had to say about that.
My feet and put hands on him. It's going to be a good night for Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
Are you surprised Khabib won't be in his corner?
Yeah, I guess I was at the start, but it doesn't matter. I'm not. Yeah, it's still Islam's still going to turn up. You know what I mean? You can't. For people, I know people push narratives and all that type of stuff. At the end of the day, Islam's a great fighter. He's the one who's going in there and doing his work, and Khabib will tell you that himself. So again, my hand gets raised. Don't be fucking. You know what I mean? These ain't excuses. All right, like this is the. You know what I mean? He's fought plenty of times with Khabib not in his corner and things like that. So I feel like, I'm sure, he'll feel it in preparation and all that, but or maybe fight week and all that. But at the same time, he's done it before, and he's a great fighter. He's going to turn up and show up in the.
So I'm just going to go ahead and pause it right there. I 100% agree with Alex. It shouldn't make too big of a difference. It's not going to be an excuse whatsoever as well. I think that Islam, this is a great matchup for him. I think Alex is going to have a hard time dealing with the size and the wrestling. And I don't think Khabib being in his corner or not shouldn't really affect him for this fight. If it does, honestly, it's pretty embarrassing because that just shows you that you need somebody always in your corner that's going to tell you what to do. I think he has his own good fighter IQ. He doesn't really need Khabib in order to have this dominance and reign over the lightweight division, which I think he will be. I think it's going to be very hard to beat Islam for even anybody his size or bigger. So let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. Let me know what you guys think, though. Do you guys think it's going to make a difference? Leave a comment below. Do you guys think that Khabib walking away is going to affect Islam any way, shape, or form? Me personally, again, I don't really think it's going to make a difference, and neither does Alex. So let's go ahead and see the next news topic. So recently, Logan Paul, just in his Prime Company energy drink, is going to be the official sports drink of the UFC. Now, this is an interesting move because Dana and Jake Paul don't have a really good relationship. They've been going back and forth for the past year or so. And, Dana's been openly rooting for the downfall of Jake. So I find it kind of interesting that his brother would do a business deal with Dana White in the UFC. I know Logan had Dana on his podcast before, and they have kind of a friendly relationship. But I just feel like it's weird to sit there and smile and cheese in front of the guy who wants to see your brother get KO'd. And also, I think it's weird that he even did this whole Prime Company with KSI, a guy who wants to knock your brother out cold, doesn't think your brother's a good person, had only negative things to say about Jake. I know it could be all for show, but I think he personally does not like Jake, and I think that Dana personally, I don't know about Dana. It feels like it's a little bit personal, but I feel like Dana doesn't really like Jake whatsoever, and Jake's been openly dissing the UFC, and I think he's made a comment about this. I think he said that he hopes that some of the percentage of this deal goes to the fighters. So he's still on this whole fighter pay argument going at Dana. So I think it's an interesting move. I'm not really a fan of it. I don't like Prime whatsoever. I think it tastes like cough syrup. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like Prime? Do you guys think it tastes good? Do you guys think that this is a good move by the UFC? It kind of feels like the UFC is going in this whole type of like gimmicky format with this and like the Nelk Boys as well. That whole entire like young audience. I guess Dana thinks that doing deals with this stuff is what the kids like. Personally, I don't think you're ever gonna get like a kids audience. I think Logan and the kids who watch him, are like probably like 12 or 13-year-olds. I don't know if any of those guys are gonna move on and start supporting the UFC because of it. But who knows? I don't know. Dana White's a businessman, so we'll let him deal with that. Next up, I have is an interesting story. So Arman has been calling out a bunch of lightweights, notably Michael Chandler, for the past couple months. Recently, he tweeted about Michael Chandler saying, "Hey, Michael Chandler, it's time for you to defend your rankings. Lowest fight IQ in the division against the new MMA generations. I won't see you at the top." So making fun of little Michael Chandler's "I see you at the top" thing right there. Personally, I think that this is a good call out for Arman. I know a lot of people don't think he deserves it, but he's ranked number 8, guys. Michael Chandler's ranked number 5, and Michael Chandler he's been getting that Dana White privilege that Tony's been talking about. He's gotten a title shot almost out the gate, and credit to him. He's an exciting fighter. He's gotten good matchups. He's gotten Justin Gage. He's gotten Dustin Poirier. So I think it's only fair that that he should fight a contender, just like Justin Gage is taking a fight with Rafael Steve coming up. I think it's time to let guys like Dustin and Michael Chandler fight a couple more younger guys or fight different guys. They've only been fighting each other, and that's Armin's pet peeve. A couple months ago, he came out with a video saying that a lot of these guys in the top 5 only fight each other, and that they should be given the give an opportunity to some of the younger guys in the division, such as himself. So I'd have no problem with him calling him out, and he needs to make a name for himself, and a fight with Michael Chandler would do that for him. Michael Chandler, however, responded with, "No thanks. I'm over here talking about Conor McGregor." So Michael Chandler has been chasing this Conor McGregor fight. I don't blame him too much for chasing Conor McGregor, because Conor is kind of bigger than the belt at this point. If you fight him, it's going to change your life. You're going to get guaranteed million pay-per-view buys, and that would do a lot for someone like Michael Chandler, who's probably on the verge of retiring pretty soon. He's had a long career. He's been in crazy wars, giving us exciting fights left and right ever since he even came into the UFC, so we know that he's going to give us an exciting fight with him and Conor, and everybody's been saying that this is a matchup to make, even Dana himself. Arman responded by saying, "Kick him out the rankings then." Arman's not having it, guys. He does not like that Michael Chandler does not want this matchup. So I think Arman should probably try calling out RDA next. I think that RDA is the type of guy that would give Arman a good fight, and he would give up that matchup. I think Arman's ranked 9. I think Arman's ranked 8, and RDA is ranked number 9. So it's not really a step back for Arman, even though technically in the rankings wise it would be. So I think that's a good matchup for him. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Arman even deserves a guy like Chandler, or do you guys respect Chandler for saying no thanks? I don't know how I feel about fighters openly, denying fights and guys who are calling them out. I don't know how I feel about that. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. With this particular situation, I don't mind it too much, but I think that Arman should probably try to fight someone else, because it doesn't look like he's going to get this matchup anytime soon. Let me know what you guys think about some of these news topics. Give a like, give a comment, subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.